And because of the guests too, they've been great too.
Oh, dude! So tell me, what are your favorite guests that we've had so far?
Man, there. I don't want to say one and not the other, but Richard was great, of course, because he was my old mentor. But that was
right
like
at the whole long day. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, and it was fun, and there was a lot of other people we got to hang out, other students that were there with them, and that was awesome. But that one, I think that one was good. But I love the one with Swaddle.
That one was, and you know what? I think that one for me was one of my.
And a lot of people comment too. I've heard people, "Hey, Swaddle," because you know what I mean.
Yeah, Swaddle's like
he's got
super
fans.
popular here.
And same with Richard. People came back and oh wow, you guys got to interview so and so and so.
They loved his story.
Yeah, they loved. And we I actually just spoke with him. We're gonna come back and talk about some more of that spiritual. What was it, the Nahuatl kind of spiritual?
Or Ceros?
No, Swaddle, sorry.
Yeah, Swaddle, dude.
Because he wants to, we're going to get into the spiritual side. I talked to my wife. She mentioned how a lot of us Latino men aren't really in touch with our spiritual side, not necessarily, and are a little too macho sometimes to really want to talk about those things and be open to those things. And so we thought it'd be good to get back into that, right? That'll be another kind of, it could work for anybody, but I think for men, it's important to hear that kind of stuff, right?
Of course.
Us meatheads, right? So we're definitely going to bring him back.
Yeah, and I can't wait. That when we were talking about that, man, I was going through, a little bit of a heartbreak because I was talking about my boy Saul who passed away.
Right. That was powerful.
That was like that show right there just kind of like
opened. It just opened up a part of our heart, right?
It opened up my chakras, bro.
Right.
Like serious, no joke, man. It was just like I felt so good. I ended up tearing up a little bit, maybe a lot of it, because it affected me a lot. Because he was a good friend of mine, and he passed and. R.I.P. So that was kind of one of my favorite shows.
No, that one was, and you know what, man? That's the thing with Swaddle too. It's crazy. It's like he ended up like I hired him. I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
To help me out. I mean, we're homies and we help each other. He hires me, I hire him. Like we co-work, but we always try to get each other in the mix, just to work with each other, spend time. But he ends up being my spiritual guru, man.
Dude, he's cool.
He gets me through, and we get into some deep stuff, man, without even trying. So that makes sense. How that the show with Judy J, man, that was
a cool show, man.
Definitely fun. That was also fun.
That brought a lot of people back. I've been getting a lot of
we got a lot of feedback on that one.
Talking about oh man, dude, I went through the same thing, and the music and the raves and all that good stuff, and I'm just like, that's cool. Yeah, that's super cool that everybody, dude.
Yep.
And I'm over here talking about home base, like anybody knows what home base is, but that was bringing me back.
The millennials will never know.
No, they will never know. But if you guys are listening, we'll let you guys know. How about that?
That's what, and we're going to bring in other. So we're going to continue along those lines. I mean, again, we're experimenting. We're touching on these different topics. We've been touching about a lot about art, right? Yeah. A lot about painting. We plan in bringing in some graffiti. Cats.
We got Chef coming up soon. Shout out to Chef. Him and I have been keeping in touch. We're gonna do a show with him. He's well known in the city. He did that whole Mission mural, the one that has it says Mission. I think it was him and his brothers.
Oh, okay, I know the one that looks like a postcard, right? The kind of style with the big letters with the pictures inside. Okay.
Oh, dude, he did that. I think he did that with his brothers. So we'll bring him on the show. He's starting up a clothing line too. We'll talk about that, and we could also talk about how people are biting your shit and putting it on. Their clothes and fucking...
You know what? I don't want to talk about that right now because I get emotional. I get pissed off.
Oh, I bet. But and maybe sometimes you just let it out.
I just see Tupac. I just imagine Tupac when he caught those cats in New York selling his stuff on the street and he just took a baseball bat to the table. Huh. You know the story?
No, I don't know the story.
Well, it's out there. Anyways, that's what I feel like doing, man. I just want to go to these stores and just start smashing windows, man. And I'll go to jail, so...
Can't you talk to him and be like, hey...
No, I send out cease and desist letters. I have a lawyer who's actually my neighbor, who's an awesome art lawyer, and Bill Abbott. He's actually retired, but he comes out of retirement just to back me up on this stuff. I have to do some more things regarding copyrights. Like I have to take it to the next level. But either way, by law, they can't be...
no, they're not supposed to. Because once you finish a piece of art,
and I get it, man. And a lot of it's not corporations that have, but they're just these small time people. And I get needing to make a living, but you can't be taking come with your own ideas, man. Like I had to struggle for this, man. I had to come up with my own ideas. I went to school, man. You don't understand. I'm still paying I still pay student loans. I still pay all that stuff, man. I'm still paying for my education. So for someone to come and just take these ideas that I sacrificed hard for and studied for and did all these things for, to go out there and just say, okay, here, I'm just going to throw it on this and make a bunch of money for myself. F that shit. You know what I mean? They're not going to do that to me.
And they don't even ask.
And so I just have to pit bull on them. People, I'm told by lawyers and other artists, take it as a compliment. Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that too.
And it is a way, because it's like, wow. But after a while, that compliment starts to get a little too...
Because you're not making anything.
Yeah, and... It's tiring. I have to chase after people, and a lot of them get arrogant with me sometimes, like they try to play, or they lie to me, when I know they're bold-faced lying, because I'm not stupid.
Right.
And things like that, that stuff is whack, you know what I mean? But I got to keep doing it. I got to go after it, but it does suck up a lot of my time. And I got deadlines, man. I'm too busy to be going after, or even have to pay other lawyers and stuff. You know what I mean? To go do all that. That's what
shit gets expensive.
Exactly. So, but I'm on
something
it, man.
That's yours.
Exactly right. Just to protect what's mine. And the thing is, just come up with something, man. You don't have to be. Don't steal from people, and don't think that you're not going to get caught. We're in a time of social media. I got lots of fans, man. My fans will go after you, and they will humiliate you on social media. And if you're out in the business nowadays, and a lot of these people are digital places, right? They're like Etsy or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
I'm constantly sending complaints to them. And all they do is it's just gets tiring, man. You know what I mean? I don't got time for it, man. Yeah. And I get angry again. See, here we go. Gonna get worked up.
Hey.
I just need to take a baseball bat like Tupac. Man, I wish I did. You actually give me that. There's that beer in the fridge.
Yeah, I'll get it. Wait.
No, see, that's what I'm talking about. They're driving me to drink now. Jesus. But anyways, yeah, man. But
smoke a bowl, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? Damn. It's cool, man. They my fans, man. Sometimes I feel bad for these guys, man, because it's like
they're the ones with the
they're
bat.
Embarrassed. Yeah, exactly, man. And some of them, man, like in Texas and other states, and I got fans out there. They go, "Hey, man, this store just opened up. It's like 6 blocks from me. I'll go over there and go talk to them for you. Go ahead, But I have to bring them back, because a lot of times we'll solve the problem,
right?
And people are, while it's being worked up about it, and we'll solve the problem, and they're still getting attacked, and these people are just finding out a week later, oh, what, that's whack, Frank, and they'll go after these people, man. But don't save yourself the humiliation, man. Don't be a hack, man. Once you're a hack, you're a biter. You guys know the streets. Once you're a biter, I know I take ideas from popular culture, but I do something to them, man. I flip it, turn it upside down, rub it down. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? I need a body bag, dog. But anyways,
when are we? And I don't want you to get worked up. You know what I mean?
I'm already flipping, rubbing it up.
I know, dude. I'm like, oh shit, what's happening here? No, I'm just kidding. Nothing's happening. But anyways, what's up? When are we doing Chachos?
Okay, so that's another guy. We're going to interview the homie, George Sanchez, the restaurateur, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Stinky ear friend of mine, George Sanchez. He's opening up Chachos in Midtown.
Yeah.
That's on the corner of Bascom and San Carlos, right next to the world famous Pink Poodle in San Jose, Midtown San Jose.
How's that world famous? I don't even know about it.
Because you haven't been to San Jose enough. You've been hanging out in SF.
Well, I've been in San Jose, dude. I used to go to Club Wild back in the day.
Okay. Well, I'll take you to Pink Poodle one of these days.
If y'all remember Club Wild, that was pretty wild back then.
What was that? That was
over on right across the street.
Here in SF?
No. San Jose.
Club
San
Wild?
Jose. No, Wild.
Wow.
Yeah, Club Wild.
How long ago was that?
Whew, dude. This was back when...
Man.
I think it was like 94.9 or 107.7.
Damn.
Wild 107.7.
Maybe that's why it's called Wild.
Right? I mean, I think that's
what
why it's called Wild. No, I don't think it's Wild anymore. But, back in the day, it was
like a 16 over, 18 over? Because I used to have 16
it was 21.
Over.
I think it's 21. I hope it was 21.
San Jose used to come out here when I was like 16, cruise out here. And
dude, San Jose used to be the spot.
No, I know, bro. And I used to go to these 16 and over clubs, but there was 21 and over. You can drink, right? So I used to go in there. I used to bring markers with me, and I would get the stamp. But my friends would have the stamp, and I would copy the stamp onto me.
You would draw the
stamp. I would draw the stamp because I had different color markers just in case. I'm an artist. I carry markers. No, and I'd make a stamp and rub it, kind of make it look screwed up.
I thought you were going to tell me something cool where you were like tagging on the walls or something.
No. I mean, dude, I that's how I would get my beers. So I'd get them.
Oh, you were 16.
I put a stamp on.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Yeah,
I'm over here thinking that you were 20. I thought you were 21 carrying markers.
No,
like
man.
That.
And well, that's why I was carrying markers. Get it? So
that's awesome.
And I would if you wanted a stamp, you had to. I would draw it on you, but you had to buy me a drink.
That's what's up.
So I just go to San Jose and be 16, stupid, getting drunk in San Jose.
Dude, I used to get drunk.
Dude, by the time I was 21, I didn't even want to go to clubs anymore. I was already partying. So I was so already in the club scene that.
Bro, I was partying up until I was 39. I'm 41 now.
I know. I mean, me too. I'm not saying that it didn't really end, but I'm saying that I started really young, man. You know what I mean? I was already. By the way, I was 21 when I was 16.
And speaking of clubs, we're gonna have DJ Lando up in the studio too.
Where's he? Where does he DJ out of? Where's he out of?
Oh, dude, he DJs everywhere.
Is he like Lando Calrissian? Lando?
What?
Like Lando Calrissian?
What's that?
Dude, come on.
Lando Calrissian?
Lando Calrissian? Cloud City? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hold up. Oh, wrong one. There you go. My bad.
Cloud City, bro. Lando Calrissian. Dude.
I don't know what that is, dude.
The guy that betrayed Han Solo, bro.
Oh, I'm thinking of artists, dude. That's why I was like, I didn't know
Lando
what it was.
Calrissian.
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
Does he wear a cape, like a half cape?
Yeah, but he didn't call himself Lando Calrissian. They called him Lando.
Why was he called Lando? You said
because of Lando Calrissian.
Okay, that's my question.
Yeah,
okay,
my bad.
Did he wear a short cape?
God. I'm.
Anyway, Star Wars. My bad.
My bad, guys.
You ready for those? Because I've been throwing them out all the time, bro.
I was thinking of artists, not Star Wars.
George Lucas is an artist.
He is an artist.
Probably the greatest artist of living artist. I would argue.
You think so?
Yeah, I would argue that.
Really?
The greatest.
The greatest artist?
The greatest living artist, because what art is changes like what the medium is. But right now we live in the time where film. I mean, it's a natural progression, right? Painting, drawing, it didn't move. They try to like make things feel like they move, like futurism and all that.
Would you say?
But they actually made it move with film, and so it's like being a painter with.
But he was the greatest artist of his time, right?
Lucas?
George Lucas.
Yeah, and he's alive right now.
Right, but of his time from like the 70s, late 70s, 80s.
But,
right?
but yeah, and his influences.
Oh yeah, it
is everywhere.
I mean,
even those little books that came out, those Star Wars books that came out with the little with the illustrations in them. You know what I mean? Like with the ships and shit.
Yeah.
With the like the X-ray. I mean, what do you call that? Like they do in medical books, right? But it's like the X-wing fighter or whatever, some kind of ship, right? And they go, that's straight out of Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
So he kind of even with those things, he brought that back to life. You know what I mean? Even ideas from the Renaissance, just the mythology, man, everything about it, man. To me, like Michelangelo had and Leonardo, they had Dante's Inferno. They had what's his name, man? I'm not even gonna remember. The writer Dante. Yes, the writer Dante, the Florentine. What was it? 14th century, 13th century. Anyways, doesn't matter. Anyways, he wrote Dante's Inferno, which influenced Michelangelo. The humanism that was involved in influenced Michelangelo. All the artists that were out during that, even just bringing focus back and attention back to the human form again, was all part of that. What he inspired. But anyways, Michelangelo had basically he would brag about how he could recite, like the Bible basically, but it was Dante's books in fairness. So that's how influential it was for me, and I think for artists today. I think George Lucas is our Dante because he brought back the myths, and I mean those myths were so ingrained, like in say Michelangelo's head, that it became. That's where they got the pictures of hell, not from the Bible. There ain't no. It doesn't talk about hell.
No, right.
He got all those visions. So when you see the Sistine Chapel, and you see all those, the Last Judgment, and all that, they're not really right out of the Bible. They're really right out of Dante's Inferno or the Divine Comedy. They're right. The visions of heaven and hell, they come right out of that. So I feel very much like today, artists are very much inspired by Star Wars, whether they know it or not. Just even in graffiti, the graphic nature of it, the speed of it, the technology that's necessary.
I would say that George Lucas,
and he inspires.
George Lucas, he inspired, or he did the movement for like sci-fi movies and stuff like that. Because, dude,
but it's more of a mythology, than it is a
a
sci-fi. It's more of a fantasy.
Okay,
but it's but it's still got technology. It's still dope.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it has both. But I think it's more on the mythology side, which was Dante was about, right? He was more
do you
about
know how many people thought that movie was going to fail?
Well, oh yeah, everybody at the time,
right? All these producers, everybody was like, "That's not going to even work. That's not even."
Dude, I still got that fucking jalapeno